Let's look at the today's society. In order to do that, we have to go back about 150 or 160 years. At that time, the people were planting their own vegetables and fruits. They held their own rabbits, their cows, their pigs, and they didn't need any supermarket. They had even no light. So they were, in a way, extremely independent. Then the train was already invented, the car was invented, factories were built for all kind of things, and that meant that these people had been invited to go to the factories, work there for a salary. Not only that, they were told how long they have to work, what they have to do, at what time they have to come, and at what time they can go. They were basically pressed in a box against the salary, but still the owner of the factory still was in a position to make more money. So in a way, people became slaves. They neglected the situation which they had with self-provision, and they were put into a very firm box where they had to follow, otherwise they could not be into this society. What happened then is many other things were offered to them, were on sale. They started to buy things which they never needed before and which they did not even understand that they don't even need at the moment. So they were working, and then, particularly in 1913, when the Federal Bank was founded, then the principle of capitalism, materialism started, and it became a system that more and more exploited the people. There were wars in between, things were destroyed, were rebuilt, more and more stuff was manufactured, more and more people moved to cities and became numbers in the box. Today, we have a result which I would mean that this is basically the end of this cycle, because the monetary system had reached a condition that those who are employing or have been employed, these people, are so tremendously rich that they even have enough money to bribe politicians, which are in fact giving up democracy, manipulating the medias, conditioning the people more and more, and so they walk and walk, they run and run, they produce according to conditions which the politicians and the big businessmen are giving them. They are working according to the law, let's say 40 hours, without realizing that in fact they do not have to work 40 hours to cover their needs. So in the meantime, they have arranged so many attachments. They have even taken credits, and there is no way they can go out of the box. They are locked in, and there is no way to escape or get out of that group which is called the society. Those few which are not accepting these conditions and are getting out individually, trying their luck on their own, looking for their own food, maybe creating their own electricity, maybe looking for their own water, their own food, going back to where the ancestors have been 150 years, taking care of their own life. These people are very suspicious for those in the society. If they are successful, of course there is jealousy. If they fail, the people in the society are happy, and that is a very, very unsatisfactory situation for both. Today, most of the people are the slaves of their attachments. Because the neighbor has a flat television or the latest cell phone, they also want to have it, and they are doing everything to remain a part of the society. The medias are telling them what to do, and the individuality is completely gone. But what the possibility they still have to console themselves is, let's say, a faraway holiday, or a faster car, or even something that is not necessary. They are buying it and finally suffocating in all these attachments which they don't even need. We can of course question, where does that lead? In my view, this material system has no future. And as the politicians and the big business, the industrial complex and the military complex particularly is dictating what's happening, where and when they go to war, and how they will lead these people towards a war which they have even built themselves. So we are in an extremely difficult situation, and at the moment nobody really knows how that is going to end.